Are we able to do that now?
Well,
Or
it's
have you
interesting.
been
A lot
doing
of people are talking. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about time travel, and time being. Once you understand the secret of time, it wouldn't be any problem to do that in your mind. You can time travel. Your cells have the ability and the code. All you have to learn is how to deal with implosions of the nucleus in your cell. The yogis have been able to deal with cellular implosion, nuclear implosions in the cellular structure in order to take you through wormholes. And time is an element in itself, just like fire and air and water and earth is an element. Time is a higher vibrational frequency of an element. And without time, there is no ability for matter to form itself. So time is essentially a conditioning of space. And that conditioning of space, you can actually condition space to actually take a linear path for time. And depending on whatever it is that the Akashic records laid down as the marker for a specific time path, you can walk along that path to its past and to its eventual end. And so, yes, there's ability to do that, but you could do it organically through your mind. But then there are people who are creating technologies in order to interface mind energy with time and space so that they can actually do, quote-unquote, time travel. And it's called, by the way, it's called blank slate technology. BST. Blank slate technology, yes.
Okay. All right. Now, what about the young children that are being born now? It seems like that they're coming in much wiser with way more insight.
Yeah, the children of tomorrow are actually coming back today. And that's what the few people that do end up finding each other, like those who find my university. One of my mottos is we are not here. We don't live today. We are here just visiting from another tomorrow. And those who come to understand what that means is that there are those of us who have come back from the future along another timeline, another experiential consciousness timeline. And the timeline that we revisit is based upon the harmonics that we essentially are living on. For instance, our Earth is living on a multiple level sections of Earth. For instance, when you vibrate something, say for instance, if you were to look at your hand in a way, and then wave your hand back and forth in front of your eyes, it would appear that you have two hands. When you move it, you'll see one hand to the place where you stop, and then when you move it back to the other place, you'll see the hand there. Well, that's the vibrational parameters that we are dealing with when we are dealing with multiple Earths. So there are different ways for you to step through or to live as a solidified entity along the tracks of that vibration itself. So you could be on multiple Earths. Now, that particular energy, that particular energy you're dealing with, is the way that time travel can be actually breached when you understand the harmonics of each of the planes that the Earth is actually vibrating on. Now, as far as I lost my track of thought just to try to explain that to you, but understanding that your time itself is based upon, and your perceptions are based upon what part of you can actually vibrate to the level that you want to be on to get the information you need from that level to bring it back.
Okay. Now,
that's what the basic question was, because sometimes I get lost in the explanation and try to bring it back. It's so much to talk about.
Right.
You know? Mm-hmm.
Now, they also talking about this feminine energy that is going on now. When is women going to rise to their full power?
Well, women have abdicated their full power.
Okay. Okay.
They've given it up. I mean, they've stepped off the throne, and they've decided that they don't want the throne of the feminine principle anymore. They would rather share the masculine throne, which they've been deluded into believing is the power, their power. They've given up their power for masculine power, which is a de-emphasis of their power. So until women begin to know that they can't join in the madness that has been given to the masculine principle and tell them that look at all your television. They're telling you that, she's such a strong, or she has a strong part, she can kick ass. So what? Big deal. Now a woman is acting like a man. She's taking on all kinds of abilities that the man can do, that normally do in warfare. So what? And what does that mean? Does that mean she's advancing as a woman? It seems that she's really lost that right that women have when you give that honor and that praise. Now she wants to share in the musculature of men. She wants to share in the weaponry that men create. She wants to share in the types of warfare techniques that men create. She wants to deal in the power wielding that men create. That's ridiculous, because now you've abandoned the actual throne of the motherhood and wifedom and the feminine principle, and now society has gone to hell in a handbasket. The children are raising themselves. There's madness all over the place. The place where you're supposed to be putting the feminine energy to balance things, that's gone because you're doing masculine things. So how do you put back? Where's the ma'at? Where's the other side of the wings of the bird? The bird is flapping on one wing. You ever seen a bird try to fly with one wing?
Right, can't.
Exactly.
Now, why is it so much gay activity that is going on?
What are you saying, gay or gay?
Well, I'm talking about as far as the man. Is the man trying to tap into the feminine power?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's got to the point now where masculinity is no longer a necessary cultivation of the powers, not a necessary cultivation of energy that is necessary anymore. Remember, for the last 20 years, feminism has been doing their best to destroy what men are about. They've been undermining what men represent, and they've been taking over all the worst parts of men that women were complaining about, and these are white women. All of the worst parts that they claimed men were, they became. But it was good on them because it kind of told themselves, they deluded themselves into saying that, oh, that's woman's power. Oh, you men, you just fear when a woman has power. It's a lot of crock because that's not power. That's not true power. Understanding the power of a woman versus the power of a man, it's two different types of power. If you want to step over into the overt power, then you want to step into something that is not you, and it does not look good on you. But, of course, on television today, that's all you see, and that's all our young children coming up see. So the girls are more belligerent. They're less, but you see, the thing is, the girls are belligerent today. They're more aggressive. They're more bold, but then they fall back on this entitlement because I'm a woman or I'm a girl. I'm supposed to be treated this way. Though I have the freedom to do this, I'm supposed to still have the entitlements that come with being a woman. But again, that now is it's failing to work now. And a lot of our sisters who have gone that route find that they're alone, they're hopping the bars. The men, of course, since that last 30 years of feminism has told them they no longer have any more responsibilities. They don't have to work because she's taking care of herself. I don't have to take care of the children because I don't need to be a man. So now what happened to young men? They're stuck in arrested development. Men are supposed to grow up. They're supposed to be nurtured and told what a man is supposed to be. And they're supposed to go through the crucible of manhood in order to be able to take care of a wife and children, to make sure to run a home and to be the master of a house. They train them to be that anymore. So the women now are saying, I'm going to delay getting married. I don't want to marry now. I just want to make sure I get the right-looking man. I want my career. I want all this. And they're delaying what was naturally the time frame between their 18th birthday and their 25th birthday. That's the most fertile time in their life, but that's when they've been convinced they need to pursue their career. And so now the careers are getting less and less. See, they've been told they have to go into the market now and eke out a career, be independent. But now all the jobs are gone. There's nothing out there to do anymore. So they've been hoodwinked. They've been bamboozled. And now the thing that's supposed to really build a culture, builds a nation, builds a community, builds a society, that's the family. They destroyed that particular archetype, and that's why we're in the state we are today.
Wow. Well, Dr. Valentine, our time has ran out. And can you give the people one more time where they can contact you about your schooling and your Juice Plus?
Well, by all means. The schooling is uksnow.org. That's uksnow.org. Just go on to the homepage and click the courses button. But while you're there, please, on the bottom right, there's a white box. Add your email so that you could keep abreast of all of our activities. Also, for the Juice Plus, just go up to rethinkjuiceplus.com. I'll just write it out in the URL, rethinkjuiceplus.com, and then click the resources button, scroll down, and listen to the whole truth. And when you're ready for either one, the school or for the Juice Plus, or if you want consultation, or if you want vaccination exemptions, just call 1-800-847-1291. Again, 1-800-847-1291. And if you're looking for an opportunity to be able to promote health as well as to make a little bit of a stipend every month, then you can also call that number and we'll show you how to be a promoter of health through the Juice Plus virtual franchise. But you can call again, 800-847-1291 for the multiple services that we have to offer here at our institute.